Hello. Thanks, Rambler, for the whomp.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's my contribution this
You
month.
are welcome. Hello and welcome everyone. Lionheart here with Alex the Rambler, Warrior Sparta, and this month's guest, Jackie Fish.
Hello.
Woo!
How's it going?
He's a
Hi,
fish.
Jackie. Yeah, I'm pretty good, thank you.
Swimming well.
Yeah, in my pond.
Ah.
As you can see, my pond around me. I'm actually underwater right now.
Blub 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 blub.
Do you live in an underwater house?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like Sandy off the SpongeBob.
Wait, I remember in Germany when you're talking about you got like a sex dungeon.
That's in my student house. Not
yeah.
I'm currently
okay.
back at home. So.
Right.
Although, isn't it technically a tank that you live in, not a house? Technical.
Well, it's in the sea, so.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, you got.
He lives in the pineapple under the sea. Jackie.
On the way back from Germany, I just kind of jumped out the plane when we were going over the channel.
Just had a splash.
Just dived in.
After tonight's Warcast, he'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Oh dear, they've begun already.
Oh, that's serious face.
So, if you're wondering what we're covering this month, it's kind of a bit of a Rome 2 feature. You know that game that came out a while ago? Yeah, it just had
almost 2 years.
Yeah,
2013.
It just had a beta patch, patch 17. You can find a link to it in the description. We'll be talking about that and all the changes that's bringing in. We'll also be talking about the new map for Total War Arena, GERMANIA. And we'll also be talking about potentially the best kept Rome 2 secret ever.
Ever.
Oh.
Ever.
Do you know about this, Jackie?
If I assume what we were told at the
Yeah.
CA, it was amazing me. I had no idea.
Right?
Wait.
Unbelievable.
Am I allowed to know this?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in the game. It's just
in the game.
not many people have found it.
Well, I hadn't. Yeah, I remember you told me earlier. I hadn't.
But
seen
we'll save that for
Let me get it
later,
right, guys.
Yeah.
3% of the people who play Rome 2 know about it. 3%.
Yeah.
That's it.
How do you know that?
That's the statistics apparently
We were told,
that they
yeah.
got about it. But
What?
anyway,
Oh.
we'll save that for later. Jackie, for those of you that don't know, who are you and what do you do?
Oh, I'm a fish who lives in the ocean.
Who makes YouTube videos?
Yeah, I make YouTube videos. Basically, I like getting beaten up by the AI quite a lot. I normally play like the really hard. Like at the moment, I'm playing a Belisarius, however you pronounce his name. Yeah, campaign where I just go sail straight to Rome and just claim my independence.
Oh my god, I tried doing that on the live stream last night.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah,
You're with good company with Warrior Sparta and Lionheart, but as everyone knows, I'm the world's best Total War player, so maybe you should check out my videos. And
hopefully I'll learn a thing with
yeah, you'll learn a thing or two.
Yeah, so I get beaten up by the AI quite a lot, and that's pretty much my channel. And I play like Crusader Kings 2 as well, just grand strategy in general, really.
I should actually mention that you're the reason I got in contact with CA, because you gave me a heads up about a Shogun 2 community event that was going on, and you were like, dude, you've got a YouTube channel, you do all this stuff, right? Buddy, you should come along. I was like, okay.
The rest is history.
Yeah, that's where
like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, that's where it all began, man.
Craig Laycott looks a lot different from them.
Oh yeah.
I used to have a meme with like Craig creeping, and we were gonna get T-shirts printed, but we never did.
One day that will happen. Craig Beer creeping T-shirts.
No, he's like a different man from then to now.
Bless.
Yeah.
Right.
Craig.
Was there anything else we're talking about?
Oh well.
Got the competition.
Yeah, we got the competition results. We'll do that at some point.
We've got a shout out for our spotlight.
Yes. Oh, and bit of a shout out because this is kind of a bit of a teaser, but myself, Warrior Sparta, and Rambler have been approached by a mysterious hooded figure. No, we've been approached by MyMiniFactory.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, and they make.
Is that what you call yourself for that?
They make 3D models and 3D prints and things like that, and they're actually looking to print us some stuff to feature on the Warcast. So I have no idea where you guys are disappearing to right now. You guys are hiding, but yeah.
Shit, that actually happened quite fast.
So, do you guys like the idea of being able to 3D print our avatars or our, some Roman weapons or something like that? Keep your eyes peeled, hopefully, for next month's Warcast.
They look awesome.
We'll hopefully have some stuff from them there. But yeah, link to their site is in the description. Go check them out. And yeah, more on that soon.
Is that the 3D printing thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we would hopefully down the line, maybe getting to a position where we can actually offer it out to you guys to purchase them at some point. So that'll be quite.
So if you ever wanted kind of our heads
on a desk.
Yeah, perfect.
That'd be amazing.
You could get the world's best Total War player
Oh, for goodness.
in your bedroom.
You could get it to like
no,
talk to you as well, like a recorder in it.
Okay, I just dug myself a little hole. Yeah.
Yeah, keep digging. Dig, 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 dig.
No, let's move. I think we should move on to what Warrior Sparta's looking at on his phone right now.
Probably porn.
Yeah, probably. Don't tell Gemma that though.
Oh dear. Anyway, we haven't.
He's not denying. He's not denying.
Oh no, it wasn't that.
Oh, okay.
We haven't heard from
of.
from Fish what the kind of the publicly released information from that. You know, what are your thoughts on Warhammer so far? You know,
We've asked every guest so far.
yeah,
So.
that hype.
I'm just blown away by it all. Like at first, I was very skeptical about it because it's like such a new fantasy universe which I haven't really dived into yet. But as soon as it was like released, I kind of started looking up about certain stuff, and yeah, I just fell in love like pretty much instantly. I absolutely love the dwarfs. They're just like this mobile tank units which just go into battle and just accept that they're gonna die. It's just I just can't wait to see any footage about them.
Sweet,
it's gonna be amazing.
Awesome, sounds good.
Well
then,
but yeah, it's going to be an interesting few months. Hopefully, we'll get to see some more stuff on it soon. Hopefully.
TM.
Yeah.
So then, shall we reminisce back to 2013 when Rome 2 came out? And
Yeah.
It's had another patch 17 beta.
Patch 17 beta. Yeah.
The
I mean,
Facebook fans on the Total War webpage, they're never happy.
we know that.
They say,
yeah.
"Oh, patch Rome 2, a patch goes out. Oh, they're not doing enough.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want?"
They want you.
Well,
clearly.
technically, at the moment they want Warhammer because everything you put out about Attila, they want Warhammer. So
Yeah. The hype is building, but yeah. So I mean, this patch has
Medieval 3
does not have Medieval 3 inside the patch, but it has a lot of
a mini game,
a lot of tweaks and changes, but specifically for the Mac version of Rome 2, which is a thing.
the greatest feature of it is by far the fact you can now change the menu background. Anything you want. You can change it from the normal one, the Wrath of Sparta one,
can you?
Emperor Edition, the whole lot. You got a little slider.
I've actually wanted that for
change it.
ages.
And it's
Sweet.
in, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
It is in. Season of Gaul, you can have that one. Everything.
what one have you gone for?
I've gone for the Wrath of
Yes.
Sparta.
Yeah.
It's staying.
Let us know
It's not moved.
what your favourite one is, guys, in the comments from those
I like the original one, actually.
backgrounds. Yeah, the
like the
original one
original.
was nice.
Yeah. And they went and changed it.
So yeah, so if you don't have a Mac, you're probably thinking, well, what does this patch do for me? Well, there are some tweaks to a few units, recruitment costs, and things like that. But probably the most extensive change is the cultural and faction traits have been updated for I think every single playable faction, including all the DLC ones. So we won't go through them now unless you guys really want to, but there are a lot of them.
Rome, cultural traits.
Okay.
Legions, +2 recruitment slots
Here we go.
in all provinces. Marching orders, +15 movement distance for all armies. House of Julia, barbarian subduers, +20% melee attack during battles against barbarian tribes. Romanization, +4 to successor kingdoms.
Wrath of Sparta. Anyway, so yeah, there are loads of changes. A lot of things have been tweaked. Do you guys think that's a good thing that they've come back and tweaked this? What are your thoughts, Rambler?
Yeah.
Man of many words.
I'm not feeling very well this evening,
Yeah.
so the banterness is going to be banter-less.
That's fun in itself.
Jeez. No, I think it's good because they're still supporting the game 2 years after release, which is not something that many companies decide to do. They clearly recognise that there are things that they still wanted to change in the game, but I imagine the development team is down to probably like a couple of people just working and tweaking things as and when they have the chance. But as long as it makes it more balanced, it's all fair and fixed. I haven't entered into the beta myself yet. I haven't really been around since it's been released, but yeah, if the changes are positive and they go down well with the community, then it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And that's probably the most thoughtful
concise.
Few sentences, concise thing you'll probably get from me.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking, looking at it as well, because it's a beta. You guys actually have a chance to kind of shape. You can give feedback to it for how the patch will finally come out. So if you think some things still need tweaking, and you let them know on the forums and things like that, and give them feedback, then they might be able to add more things into the patch.
Might.
It might come out later down the line. It depends how extensive the changes are, but kind of little things that need tweaking. You can suggest that. So that's good. That's sort of point. What do you think, Jackie?
Yeah, I like from reading them at the moment. Like they just seem a lot more. They just make sense a lot more. Like for each faction, like each trait just goes with that faction a lot better than the ones previously, and it's just like quality of life changes as well. It just makes sense, really.
Yeah. I should say, Jackie Fish does have a mouth, but at the moment, there we go. There's his mouth.
Move my mic down a bit.
Yeah. Oh. There we go. Anything there?
We've got the same pop filter.
Woo!
I've got a different one.
Mine was a cheap one.
Yeah. Mine previously was, and then I found the blue one discounted on Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah. Warrior, anything from you?
You always ask me last, so everyone else has said what they need to say.
Sorry, buddy. I'll ask you first next time.
Well, basically, yeah. I mean, the only thing I was going to say was it just shows that, 2 years down the line, they're still patching it, and they do care what we think about games that have been released, so far behind, so far in the patch, I should say, because 2 years in terms of games is quite a long time to still support it. And to say that they've got 17 patches out for a game that was released, it wasn't in the best states to start with. It just shows they have really sort of worked on it and trying to make it into a better game down the line. So
they have also changed, which I think is a pretty big change with the resources in the game. They've made them give global bonuses to it, so it's kind of more of strategic planning when you're going to war. You're like, this faction has this, and that can positively affect me, such as like dye gives happiness now, grain obviously food.
That's cool.
Like iron gives better shield armor upgrades, so on.
So you're taking what they implemented into the Emperor edition of the game, and sort of taking it further again, then, really, haven't they? Because the trade and the resources came more into fruition again, or the importance of it, when the Emperor edition came out, didn't it? So that's good that they've brought it on further again.
So it gives you again kind of more direction about where to expand out to, because you can be like, I really want that resource because it gives me this modifier.
Yeah, that's maybe your faction is like lacking like a certain trait because of your faction trait, so you want to go ahead and get something which counters that, and might push you towards going somewhere you wouldn't go before. Makes it a lot more interesting, I think.
Cool.
All resource building chains now give a global bonus to all regions. Amber, trade tariffs. Dyes, happiness. Grain, food.
Sorry, can you say happiness again?
Dyes, happiness. Happiness.
Happiness.
Happiness. Lead, sanitation.
Shit, someone behind you!
No, I'm home alone. Okay, you arsehole.
That film went well.
Home
Alone.
Oh
dear. Right.
Some smell of a fart that I did has just come out of my shorts.
You beautiful creature.
There's going to be a few edits to this, I imagine.
Yeah.
I feel like I can smell the fart.
Yeah.
Right, is there anything else you want to say about the patch for Rome 2? I guess you guys, if you feel this, like, what are the main things, I mean, open to you guys as well, what are the main things that you still feel need to be tweaked and changed in Rome 2?
Family tree.
Yeah, you want that ported over?
Well, of course, yeah, but that's not going to happen. It doesn't work in the infrastructure in their system, so it can't happen. I don't know, I'd like the option to have a small campaign.
Oh, like a short one?
A shorter one, yeah.
Right.
A shorter grand campaign, so you capture less territory. Because otherwise it does turn into a grind fest.
So maybe like a bit, kind of like in the
Kind of like a Medieval 2, like Empire and stuff. You have a short campaign and
perhaps like they've got in the Last Roman DLC where you've got lots of like scripted messages and missions to give you some like a short campaign of just a couple of messages coming in to go here, do this, do that, and then you're done, sort of thing.
A bit like the Last Roman.
Cool. Yeah.
You know, that scenario where it comes up with a 2-answer scenario or 2-response scenario, you have to come back with it, and then obviously what happens comes back with certain results from it and penalties and bonuses towards your faction.
I like that they brought those things in. I mean, we started seeing them in the Celts DLC to start with, because you had the different choices to get your character. I like that they've added them in, because I know a lot of people said they liked all the historical events that used to happen, say like medieval and what have you,
Rome.
And it was kind of a bit of a shame that they didn't all transition as the series has developed, and this is kind of like now an optional event messages things that keeps popping up, which is quite cool because you get to roleplay a little bit.
It's like the Marian Reforms came in, you saw that as an event in Rome 1, didn't you? So yeah, it's good that.
Do you think they were testing that feature with the longer bars and stuff like that for Warhammer? To have more kind of scripted events come in,
could be,
more scripted missions and things like that. They might have been testing it to see how well it went down, and
there's more quests, isn't there?
You got quest battles, because it's a string of events, isn't it? Like it might just be like to start it, you might actually have to, like, I don't know, pay 2,000 gold or whatever it is to start the quest, and then you'll get something coming back from it. And then you'll,
if Carl Franz wins at Black Fire Pass, he gets the actual Warhammer, doesn't he, or something? I think he gets that, does he?
Hammer of Sigma.
Yeah. What I would like to see is like several paths on this quest. Like, so you have a definitive starting point and then an end point, and then you can kind of get there going through certain different trees. So like one could be like, I don't know, like an economy kind of sense one where you're building all these buildings which are angering the orcs and they come and get you. Another one is just you're raping and pillaging all the orcs' lands. And like, so just, I would really like there to be more options to get to where you're going, instead of just one, like, you do this and then you do this and then you do that.
I mean, whenever they've released information, or from the E3 interviews that I've watched, they are seriously stressing the whole depth thing. So I'm hoping that just means they have a wealth of content behind specific mechanics and features. So, yeah. Depth.
Not width, just depth.
Every little helps.
Not how big it is, what you use it. I use it.
Oh dear. So I guess that wraps up the Rome 2 patch 17 beta.
More depth is a good thing. That's to sum up. That's to sum up.
Sweet.
Yep.
So,
unless you'd like me to read through, hold on.
No. So the new map for Total Arena. New map for Total Arena.
Kingdom.
The new map for Total Arena.
Aravaki.
No.
Germania is here. Explore the dark forests of the north. We're extremely excited to present to you a new map that you can play in Total War Arena. It's called, in brackets, Germania.
You should voice over.
Do you do audiobooks?
I don't. Maybe
you would send me to sleep in about a minute.
Oh, a bit off topic, but do you want to see this? Me and my girlfriend recently had our anniversary, and she got me this book. It's like a Lord of the Rings book. It's all three of them.
Oh, nice.
You missed it, did?
Yeah, it's absolutely like
all
crazy.
In one. Nice.
It's so nice. And it's got like original drawings and stuff.
Oh, sweet. Has it got maps in it as well? I like when they have maps.
Yeah, like all in the back and stuff. It's really cool.
I go crazy for a good map, me. No one else appreciate a good map?
No, I do like maps.
No,
I phased out for a second.
No, it's true. No. I used to study the maps of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings for hours. Used to look at them.
Well, you know the one. Did you get the map that came with Empire?
Yes.
The special edition. Yeah. I actually, like, when I first got it, I had little counters. I think it was from like Pokemon cards or something like that. Rambler's gone. Oh, he's going to get the map, I think. Yeah, the collector's edition. Here we go. He's got it. He's come back. So I used to get like the little Pokemon counters from the card game, and I'd place them on my territories, and I'd plan all my strategies off that map. Yeah, that's what I used to use. Fantastic. Yeah, Rambler's demoing it there. I think he's just
Is
sat
he
on
going to
his
go through
headphones.
each region? Or?
Oh, no. Don't give him the idea. He's got his headphones back on.
Or he's still looking for it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's having a look through his box. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
He's got the unit. It was an extra unit pack, wasn't it?
Yeah, Special Forces. See, they were doing DLC back in 2009. They were selling unit packs then. It's not a new thing, Facebook fans.
Rambler loves you guys on the Facebook.
It irks me.
It irks you. So yeah, I used to use that map to plan out like all my little strategies and stuff.
Just to apologise for anyone that saw my pajama pants.
We saw your...
At least you're wearing pants.
Yeah, at least you're wearing pants.
I wasn't earlier, as you all.
Oh.
Well, I wasn't. You saw my bum.
Oh, yeah. Don't remind me.
Hey.
I thought what happens on the Warcast stays on Warcast.
Yeah, I've got a good tushy. Thank you. Look, back in the days when they had manuals.
I do miss the manuals. Although I think the medieval one was the best one because it had all the different buildings all the way through that you could get. That was cool. I like that.
I miss the smell of opening a game and just having the manual
flipping
there.
open the huge, like, hulking mass of manual.
Yeah.
Because they did all the building trees in all 17 different languages. Good times. Love that. Now when you get one,
Steam came.
Yeah, I don't mind that Steam came along. I just wish that you still had that physical documentation with it, especially if you like get a collector's edition. Like, surely someone put in a decent manual.
Saves them money.
In the Black Ops 3 one, they're giving like a mini fridge, aren't they? Away in the
yeah, like the Juggernaut one, isn't it? Or something.
How much they've come along before you just got a manual. Like, now they're giving away a fridge.
Like I've got Inquisition, and all that was in it was 2 sheets, no manual.
They're good sheets.
Well, no. One is the.
Is it like the warranty?
Yeah. And need help. And then the other one was the items that came with the deluxe edition.
Have any of you actually called the need help helpline on any like that games?
I when I bought Dragon Age Origins for the PC, I had already had it on PS3 like years ago, but I decided to play on PC. I got it from Game for like a $5, but it was missing the code. It was missing like one line of the code to activate it.
Yeah.
So I had to go onto the EA online chat. Basically, they were actually really good, but instead they couldn't obviously activate that game, so they just activated another copy on Origin for me and gave me a discount for any other game that I wanted to buy.
I had that with Battlefield 3, I think.
Yeah,
EA actually were really useful. They're really helpful. Actually, I called them up and they were like, "Yeah, we'll put a new copy onto your account. This one won't go through or whatever." Actually, that was really good. But I did remember calling up EA when I bought Battle for Middle-earth because something wouldn't work then. I couldn't connect online, and I called them up, and I went on a call went on for ages, and then they weren't that useful then.
That was a game and a half, Battle for Middle-earth.
Yeah,
I love that game. That's what we always play at LANs. Whenever we all my friends get back from uni, we just all meet up and play that.
Next LAN, I'm totally doing that.
Yeah, it's epic.
Totally doing that. Sweet, good
Did you buy it on Steam?
No. It's like £60 on eBay.
Seriously, damn.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
I'd love to let's play it, but I guess I'd be copyrighted to absolute crap because it's just all the images as well. It's like straight from the films.
If you just skip all the cutscenes and mute the music, and
mute the music, just lessens the experience though, because I mean the music makes it sometimes, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. How would sure?
Oh, you can get it in CEX for a $5.
Oh, okay.
The first one.
Have you not played them?
The second one is 20 quid.
First I was talking about the second one. I like the second one.
Really? I didn't like the base changes. I actually quite like the rigid base building.
One of the things, like when we started playing it at the LAN, you kind of saw the meta evolve. One of my friends found out if you play as the dwarves, you can build a siege equipment place straight away, and then just send a ram to their base, and they can't kill it, and you can just kill their fortress straight away.
Oh, nice!
It was so hilarious.
Them fish scales.
Yeah, it was out of this world.
Oh my god!
Plays.
I've just found a game on Steam, newly released, Girlfriend Rescue. What the fuck?
Let's do a let's play on it. Let's do a let's play on it.
That's weird.
Yeah. I'm trying to click on it, but I'll let you know when it's loaded up.
Cool.
Looking up now.
Right.
Feel free to move on.
I don't even know.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. I forgot to finish the.
No! Germania. Oh god.
No, you don't want me to.
Well, I don't know.
Let me just open the link again. Hold on.
Have the narration by Rambler.
It's called Germania. and it takes place in the dark forests of the north, which scared the Romans so much that they rarely ventured beyond the Rhine. Germania is the largest and most complex map to date, geared towards mid to high tiers and experienced players. The layout of the terrain allows for many ambush opportunities, and there is a large difference in elevation, encouraging you to carefully consider your approach across the map towards the enemy fortifications.
Smashing! So, if Rambler's description there didn't excite you for Germania, well, you should be, especially if you've been playing Arena for a while now. It's great to get a new map into the cycle, into the rotation there. I haven't actually managed to play it yet, so I'm looking forward to my first battle on it. But Jackie and Sparta, you guys have both played it, haven't you?
Correct.
Yeah, I've played it like 4 times, I think. It's just humongous compared to the other maps. Like the size of it is just really big, and at first it kind of takes you off guard a bit because you're just like, there's just so many paths I can take. Where should I go? And I think quite a few times early on, people end up just running to the base and not seeing anyone because the map's so big. But after a few times of playing the map, people kind of realise that and then blockade the holes. So it's definitely for like more experienced players. There's a lot more tactics involved because it's so big.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's sort of case you can really use the flanks to your effectiveness, or to your advantage, I would say, because you can really sort of push around on the two sort of roads, haven't they, on both sides, and go around and push onto them. And the starting locations on both armies are quite close together on the flanks, so there's there's sort of battles kick off very quickly on those sides, and that's where I think this map can be won and lost, on the flanks more than the actual centre.
Yeah,
so it's really good, and there's a lot of sort of forest land where you can snipe, ambush in, and it's quite good for that as well. A nice mix of sort of vegetation, landscape with this map, and terrain as well. Very high points, very low points as well. So it's very good to get your archers on there, on top of them, firing down. Use your cavalry to your advantage on that sort of area. So it's a lot of definite differences between that and the other 3 maps.
Are there? Is the base quite defensible?
Yeah, the Roman one is. I think the barbarian one is, but I don't know.
They've got like walls around them which you can garrison with archers. So say you're like losing on one of the flanks and your team's quite coordinated, you can fall back to the walls and hold them pretty effectively. Like that's what happened in one of the games I was playing on the map. We lost one of the flanks completely. We were outnumbered and we just all fell back because people were talking in the game, and just garrisoned the walls and blockaded, like just plugged the holes with our infantry, and we managed to end up winning because they just couldn't get through.
Oh, that's cool.
It was nice to see because it's kind of like edging that little bit further to siege battles in Arena.
Yeah.
Because now they're starting to like build these walls and kind of just test out certain mechanics of garrisoning these walls. It's kind of sort of getting towards it, which is going to be like awesome.
Yeah.
If they do ever do that.
For sure. I mean, it looked from the screenshots that were contained within like kind of the last email out about it. Yeah, it looks really cool. You kind of almost like these trenches that have been formed, and it's obviously lots of trees. So as you said, perfect for ambush spots and stuff. I'm really looking forward to having fun on it with Germanicus and popping out with a heavy infantry charge.
Yeah, sort of wall ragged sort of terrain you've got, especially in the centre.
Nice.
A lot of,
it looks
a lot of action.
But there's no trees in the centre either. So that there's no trees in the centre.
No,
so if you are a heavy infantry player and you don't want to get that debuff from going in the woods, it's fine. You just use the road into the middle, and then you're just fighting with no debuffs at all.
Yeah, and you can use the sort of the road to your advantage for the movement on it as well, can't you?
To get there quickly. And what I've found, because the map is so big and there are so many ledges everywhere, if you do go somewhere with your archers, like to try and maybe snipe out people below, and they aren't there, it's kind of punishing because it takes you so long to then move your archers somewhere where they're useful. So it's going to be like, if people say that archers are OP, like on this map, because there's so many ledges and stuff and line of sight, then like it's still very punishing as well. They can be super effective or not very effective.
Definitely. Cool. But yeah, we should hopefully see more development of this and Arena down the line, because it looks like it's a good start to what we could hopefully get to see.
A new map and hopefully many more down the line as they keep kind of offering unique battlegrounds to fight on.
They did say they're going to look to always sort of update and take feedback on the existing maps as well and really work on them to try and improve them down the line as well.
Because they had a Thermopylae update, didn't they?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That was a really nice update. Definitely like changed the whole way the map was played, and because I think one of the patches they released, they changed it so if you're capturing and you get shot, it decreases the cap. So that kind of didn't really work too well with the map, because the watchtowers you could just see people capping your base and then just shooting them, and then just shoot them. But now they got rid of the watchtowers. You actually have to gain line of sight, so there's just a lot more strategy involved in base capping on it.
Just one watchtower now on the lower mountain pass, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
With the Germania map, can you just select it now, or do you still have to find it in matchmaking? Just random.
Yeah, it took me like 9 queues.
Yeah, I got my first game. Game got it. I was like, yes, here we go.
I was trying to record a video on it, and I was just like, I'm starting to get a bit bored at the moment. I've played like 8 games in a row of Arena.
That's the problem with obviously trying to record a specific map on Arena. You've got no chance sometimes. It's really frustrating. Yeah.
Cool. Right. Well, the time is now for the reveal of Rome 2's biggest and best kept secret. Warrior, take it away.
Well, are we going to sort of well, basically, when we went to see Creative Assembly last week at the studios for some stuff on Arena, one of their designers was there, and he told us about this hidden treasure. This treasure that's been lost in the mists of time since it was released. And to be honest with you, I said this to them at the time, this could have solved so many of the problems they had when it was released, because a lot of people were confused by some of the new features and weren't understanding what they meant. This is the answer, ladies and gentlemen. If we go to the encyclopedia page of Rome 2, there's an option on the top right corner that says tutorials, and in there they have 64 videos of different features within the game.
Yeah.
All explaining exactly what they mean. Things that, as I say, people were confused about when the game came out. This is a travesty that this has been kept so quiet, because only 3% of the whole Rome 2 players have seen and clicked on these videos. 3%, that is it.
That's a huge shame. Just because there's so many of them as well. It's not like there were just 5 in there. There's 64.
And they're really good quality. They're really good quality as well.
Yeah, they're short, really snappy, but they get you straight to the point. So if you if you're, especially if you're just starting out the Total War series with Rome 2, and you're like, how do I begin?
Yeah.
Obviously,
this will help you massively.
That's where their extra budget went.
Yeah.
I think Rambler was saying earlier how a few of the videos might be a little bit kind of outdated now, because obviously there's been changes in Emperor Edition and what have you, but still a lot of them are really relevant. So if you're wondering how a feature works, then chances are there's a video on it in the tutorial section.
Well, you're going to put some in this Warcast, aren't you? Sort of.
Yeah. While we've been talking about it now, I'll have it up on screen showing them all, so you can see it. You should have been able to see it in the last few minutes on screen.
I don't think there's one on Attila. I'm looking at there now, and I can't find it.
No, I don't think they're for Attila. They just did them for Rome 2.
No, right. I think because so few people saw them in Rome, because obviously it was only 3%, they just didn't think it was worth it. Yeah. It's because no one knew about it.
Yeah, they just say that they were trying to get it out, but it didn't happen, unfortunately.
Didn't pick up.
Do you want to read any of them out, Rambler?
I haven't got the game loaded up. Maybe you give it a go.
Unit formations, unit attributes, agriculture, capital, city centre, military, religious.
You're sounding far too enthusiastic.
Well, yeah, because I don't go for that. Oh. You know me. You know me. I'm Confederation's defensive alliance, peace treaties, Satrapies and Client states, battle campaign, generals' legacies, local garrison, transports, research, etc., etc., etc. Sanitation as well.
Yeah.
We all know about sanitation in Rome. Sorry, in Attila, don't we?
Zeal!
Civil War!
Let's get sexy.
Let's get married.
Rejected.
So, how many of you guys knew about these? In the comments, let us know.
And don't lie. Don't be a smart ass.
If you actually found some... Yeah, we will. Yeah,
we always know.
Yeah, if you actually found them, then do let us know. If you have watched them, do you find them useful? I mean, you may well have worked out a lot of the things that they're showing you by now. But if you looked at this from a new player's perspective, or when the game just launched, how useful would these have been?
Yeah.
Had you found them?
Well, it's the same for me. It's the outcry that people had at the beginning. This is not clear.
Maybe it's part of a bigger issue, because to be honest, I've never really used the encyclopedia. Like, I've maybe used it once or twice just to check where I can recruit a unit.
Because you haven't just started playing Total War when Rome 2 came out, though,
yeah.
did you? I looked at the manual. I read the whole of Rome 1 manual when it came out.
What you normally used to do is you read the manual while the game was installing, because it took like 2 hours.
Yeah. But I actually had work that day, so I read the manual at work. So I couldn't play it on the day it released.
Love it.
What they could have done maybe was just like release these videos separately on YouTube or something. So
because they are sort of organised into sort of diplomacy, army stances, building, so they could release them in a batch, couldn't they? Of them.
Because they've got
that would have been more useful.
They've got their Total War Academy series that they've started doing on the official channel now as well, haven't they? So stuff like this would probably fit quite well into it. Some of the assets, anyway.
How many videos have they done of that?
Just the one, I think.
That's the one so far. Maybe I wouldn't be so shite on Total War if I'd read these.
blame it on CA.
Blame it on CA. They're so bad.
Cheers.
But hang on. Despite all of this, despite not seeing any of these, Rambler has taken himself to the high heavens of elite Total War players.
Which is just even more impressive, really.
I kept it a secret until now because I didn't really want to, I guess, make you guys feel bad. But it's pretty clear that I am the world's best Total War player. I did release a video on it to kind of explain the situation to everyone. And, there have been some naysayers saying I'm not. Yeah,
if you guys are confused about why Rambler is some of you might think you're making an outlandish claim here, then there is a video on Rambler's channel showing you exactly why he's making this claim and statement about himself and his Total War ability.
Yep, it's true. I am the best in the world. I didn't. Spoiler alert! In case you're going to watch the video, I didn't win. But
he was hacking, wasn't he?
I was hacked basically. The enemy, that was it. Even the world's best Total War player can't fight against hacking.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's know your thoughts of Rome 2's tutorial videos in the encyclopedia, which you guys may or may not have ever clicked on. If you have, let us know if you found it useful. I mean, because the thing is, there's probably a lot of work that the writers have put in there, building and compiling that. So
the video took me a while to do, actually.
What?
Oh right.
We're not talking about you, dude.
Oh right. No. Sorry.
Anyway,
you guys might learn a thing or two from me.
I think
there's enough room for me in Rambler's ego now. I'm out.
He's gone. He's fallen out the door. I think that's essentially the kind of the main topics we were gonna look at this month. But we do have the winning screenshot from our competition, which was on the beauty of Total War. And before we can announce that, I need someone to fill about a minute, because I've got the picture downloaded, but I didn't save the name of the person, so I can just announce the picture, but not who
I think we should just have an awkward silence so you feel bad.
And just have like waiting music going. or just get Rambler to read the patch notes.
Okay, can you read the patch notes again, Rambler, please?
I'm on it.
Thanks, buddy.
Recruitment / custom battles.
No, can you go from Carthage, please? Cultural traits, buddy.
In case anyone missed it.
Trying to find it now.
It's at the bottom of the page.
I should have done what I should have done this. Yeah.
Cultural traits. Mercenary armies, minus 25% mercenary upkeep costs. Phoenician trade heritage, plus 15% wealth from all commerce buildings. Barkid dynasty, pioneers, plus 15% movement range for all armies and fleets. Loyal troops, plus 15%.
Oh, it's fine. We can stop you now. I found the name.
I've started, so I'll finish.
No.
Hanoid dynasty, statesman, major diplomatic bonus with all factions. Administrators, 5% tax rate. Maganoid dynasty, iron fists, minus 50% resistance to foreign occupation. Phoenician prowess plus free experience ranks for ship recruits.
Rambler, do you want to just explain to the good viewers why you're talking with such passion tonight?
Emil.
There we go.
So he said that already.
Has he?
Yeah.
Start. Well, just to remind them, because
No, I am quite low on energy. For some reason, I woke up yesterday just feeling pretty crap. So
there we go. Anyway, congratulations. I should say we didn't actually get any clips to feature of the beauty of Total War, so we're just going with the screenshot for this month. We're probably going to put the competition we'll bring it back in a month or two's time when we've kind of got some more themes and topics for it. But hope you enjoyed the competition so far. But congratulations to Matthew Dixon, who submitted this one. We thought was quite nice.
I didn't win. I submitted and hoped I was going to win.
Did you? Did you do that really shit one?
Yeah.
It was just me naked, like, because you're a beauty of Total War. So I was just naked with that. I had like a hat on and.
Well, you can show the viewers now if you want. I think that might have been sent into spam, so I'd quite like to see it.
It was like a pre-one for the calendar we were gonna make.
Oh yeah, Total War calendar.
Oh yeah, the Total War calendar.
Yeah, that's happening.
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh, I better get ready now then.
Guys, do you want to see a Total War calendar for charity? No. Warrior's getting out his weapon. Anyway, so the screenshot you can see on screen is obviously a shot over, I think, one of the temples at Constantinople.
I know, I honestly thought I saw something.
Rambler's freaking out.
I'm telling you.
Reinhardt's going to look back at the footage and just see people walking past.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's a door here.
You've never realised that was the door? But yeah, you got a nice view over Constantinople, so that wins the beauty of Total War. So Matthew will be contacting you to select your prize of either the
a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. That's what you're getting.
No, it's either the Celtic DLC or the Longbeards DLC.
Yeah.
So check your emails, Matthew, and cheers for submitting.
If you've got both, then tough.
Last Roman DLC.
He's got that as well.
Yeah. Wow. DLC for a previous Total War.
If someone had submitted a clip, what? Pardon me. Sorry. What would they have won?
It would have been the same. The choice was between the existing DLCs for Attila.
Well, I'm shotgunning that then. I have all the Total War DLC though, so can you buy me something else?
You can send him a picture of me if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I've got a Wonders video. I can release that to you. Yeah.
There we go.
Let me have a look on my wish list. I'll tell you what you owe me. Actually, no, buy me Girlfriend Rescue.
Girlfriend Rescue.
Yeah.
Have you seen the third picture on the Steam profile?
Yes, I have.
It's very saucy.
What? I'm onto it. What's this? What's it called? Now you've got me interested.
It's like a sexy anime picture.
It's got loads of positive reviews though, so or 4.
279 bargain,
but no negative reviews, so it must be good.
Nice.
Would you like me to read out some reviews from Train Simulator? I work for that company now. Would you like that?
No.
It's fine. It's not loading.
Thanks, Christ, for that.
Anyway, I think we've just got the kind of channel spotlight for this month.
The best just got even better. Dovetail Games pushes the boundaries of simulation once again with Train Simulator 2015. Okay, sorry, I'll stop now.
There we go.
I have to.
Good.
Take it away, Warrior.
Yeah, we're going for a sort of a channel with a little bit of a difference this time, because obviously before we've gone for channels related to Total War in some way or another, but this is different. This is a channel that I've caught my eye only recently, and I think you guys knew about it before, with their historical episodes they do on certain parts of history, and they are fantastic. The way they actually do these videos are really, really good, really engaging, and yeah, they're really, really informative, and they keep you there. You don't sort of drift off and get bored. Their presentation of them are fantastic, and these guys are called Extra Credits.
Yes.
I know you know about them, don't you, Rambler and Lionheart?
Yeah.
Jackie's had enough. Is his video gone?
I don't know if he's there or if is he frozen.
I'm here.
Oh, your video's frozen. You're just staring to one side. Oh, there we go. He's back.
There we go. He's back.
Jackie's back.
Didn't change for me. It was.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
You were literally like fixated like this.
Yeah. I was undressing, so that's probably good.
It
But
looked like your calendar pose.
Yeah.
I need a new Facebook profile picture, so
Fair.
just trying to sort it out, you know.
Yeah. Man's got to do what man's got to do.
Extra credits.
Yeah,
The quality of their videos are very high, especially the historical ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And I only came across them recently because they're doing the Justinian sort of story at the moment, obviously Belisarius, etc., with The Last Roman coming out, so that's been pretty good timing. So I'm watching all of them at the moment, and I went back and watched their Punic Wars, which Credit Assembly sort of helped them or asked them to do, and they are fantastic. They're really, really good, and I'm sure it's probably me having my head buried in the sand and everyone else knows about them bar me, but if you don't, then check them out. They are fantastic. They do other things as well. They go into quite a bit of in-depth about games. They try and critique games and really
talk
analyse
about the industry and
and just sort of, I've got a very good channel. I mean, they've got nearly 500,000 subscribers, so they must be doing well. And they've got a very wide selection of different types of videos. But yeah, for me, what I thought we'd give them a shout out for was because of their historical series, especially because I think it's fantastic.
Agreed.
Really, yeah, so that's the shout out this time. Extra credits.
Go check them out. We've got links from everything that we've talked about today in the Warcast, so have a look in the description. There'll be timestamps as well.
They've got some videos on the Warring States period in Japan.
Sweet.
Yeah, they've got that. The Zulus,
World
Zulu
War I.
Empire. Yeah.
Nice.
England. Yeah. The Byzantine Empire, obviously, which is Justinian. So, yeah.
And it's funded by a patron campaign now, so there'll be like constant historical.
Nice, and like high quality stuff.
They get a good amount of funds each month for that as well.
Wicked.
So they've got their own orchestra for it.
Have they?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, my own orchestra.
Yeah.
You're a YouTube millionaire, aren't you? So
Money.
I wish.
Money.
I wish. To sing for you. I can be your
hero, baby.
Orchestra.
I can be your hero, baby. Actually, I think I've got more money than I thought. I can probably pay for Howard Shaw. No. How much is it? How much is it to hire Howard? Hire Howard for a day.
Who's Howard?
Howard Shaw.
The Lord of the Rings and Hobbit composer.
Oh right, okay.
No,
I didn't know his name.
Light bulb.
Look, the world's best Total War player doesn't concern himself with composers. So.
He is being tongue-in-cheek, guys. So don't start saying.
Yeah, I'm not actually being
Don't
serious.
start saying compared to Legend because he's only joking.
I'm better.
Comments coming back again.
Yeah.
Say what you want, guys. He's opened himself up for it. Jackie, cheers for joining us on the Warcast this month.
Yeah.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
Do you have any closing statements you'd like to share with us?
Yeah.
Just go over to my channel.
Any last words?
Obviously,
whoa, we didn't say self-promotion.
Nah. You've let me go now.
Self-promote.
Yeah, just go
What series
over.
are you doing at the moment? Tell us.
I'm doing a Belisarius one, which is super hard. I'm struggling to do it on very hard, but we're slowly plodding along.
I'm not going to watch mine.
I've also got a Western Roman Empire one still going. I've got a pretty interesting CK2 Game of Thrones multiplayer one.
Oh, nice.
There's a lot of backstabbing. I'm very, very snide in that Let's Play. And yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, you got another one.
Oh yeah, Call of Warhammer.
There you go.
Doing Rage of the Dark Gods. I forgot about that one. I'm playing as the dwarves, and the dwarves. I just love the dwarves in general in Warhammer.
So if you can't wait for Total War Warhammer, Jackie Fish has got you covered with what faction?
The dwarves.
And Rambler's got you
dwarves.
covered with the
was
orcs
so
and
waiting.
goblins.
If you hadn't said that, then he was.
I could see he was ready. I was like, he was going to go, and I'm doing. I remembered.
I was actually going to remain silent and have the spotlight on Mr. Fish there.
Oh, modest as ever. Hey?
But never let it be said that the world's best Total War player isn't modest.
Right, I think we're done there, guys. So we hope you enjoyed this month's Warcast. I've been Lionheart.
Hey,
what is
figurine?
Duke of Wellington.
Warrior Sparta's been the Duke of Wellington.
I've been boring.
Yeah.
And I've been a fish.
And this has been the worst episode ever.
Goodbye.
Ciao for now. I was so hoping you fell off. Till next month, guys. See ya.